Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know you guys love tips, so I have a few of them for you on ways to maximize your income so you can make as much money as you possibly can in the least amount of time. Okay, so first we're going to talk, of course, about your routing. Okay, your routing. You want to set your routes up in a manner that is going to be efficient for you so that you can get your work done as quickly as you possibly can. If I have files and the zip codes are the same or anywhere near each other, then I put them in a particular route. So use one of those apps, any app that you choose. The one I use, of course, is Circuit, to put your addresses in and optimize a route for you. And then that way you'll know which ones is probably best to go first, which ones is best to go last, so that you can just make you a quick little circle back to the house. Which ones you don't want to do that day, you can do on a totally different day and not even bother with it at all, because it's going to completely screw your route up. You can download them on your phone through your Play Store, and you can just use that to make sure that you optimize your route. And it's going to save you time. It's going to make you move quicker. You're not going to be running around in circles. You're not going to be going from one location and then you feel like you're lost trying to get to the next location. You're not going to hit a location and be like, oh, damn, I should have went over there first. Now I got to go back over here and it's traffic over there. So that eliminates all of that. If you go at the perfect times of day and you use a route, you can't go wrong. Try accepting only high-paying or bulk assignments. So let's divide that up between high-paying and bulk assignments. And let's talk about the bulk assignments first. I have worked with companies that will actually ask you to go off and do work, okay? Now, a lot of you already know that when I first started, I was working through NRS. All right, NRS had a lot of homes in and around this area, all on the outskirts of this area, but they also had work in other cities. They had work in other places where they were lacking in inspectors, and they would offer bulk workloads. And what that means is you will probably get an email one day, and in the email, it will say that we have a certain amount of work in such and such area or in such and such town. 120, 200 inspections that needs to be done. If you accept the bulk order, then you will go to that town and you can either choose to stay until you finish all of them up, or you can travel back and forth. It's completely up to you and what you want to do. But those right there pay a lot. Those bulk orders be $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 just for you to go and accept that bulk order and go get all of that work. One company did it all the time. Was it Millennium? And if Millennium is sending you out for bulk orders, you already know majority of all of them are going to be drive-ups and snaps. Now, as far as the higher value, if you want to optimize the amount of money that you are making each and every day, I strongly suggest that you come away from exterior and just go ahead and move on into the interior, which means you're going to have to sign some contracts. And you know what? A lot of you are more concerned with making the maximum amount when you just start. It don't always work out that way. It didn't work out that way for me. I made what they gave me, and it was what it was. But a home inside interior inspection, if I go to an area and if I don't get to do before in that hour, and all four of them was paying me $32 a stop to go inside of this home at this appointment that I've made and do whatever type of inspection that was at that price, and I did four of them, that's $128 within that hour. $128 for 4 stops. So when someone says, well, I don't want to do it because they ain't paying much. They don't pay much to go do an in-home inspection, inside inspection. They ain't paying me but $30 to do it. Well, if you do 4 of them, I know you've made more than what you're making on that 9 to 5 in an hour. That's a whole lot more. You quadrupled. I may be over exaggerating that, but you know what I mean. You making a hell of a lot more than what you was making at that 9 to 5. Definitely. And all you had to do was just stop at 4 homes, smile, and pull your phone out, snap some photos, and get some questions answered. Maximize your fees if you can, because a lot of these companies will actually allow you to negotiate. And best wishes to you on it and whatever outcome may be. And some of you guys are gonna just have to start refusing some of this work. If you're working for a company and they're constantly trying to just give you jobs and have you going out and doing inspections that are only paying you $10 and $12 a stop, cut these people loose, find you something else if need be, but stop accepting all of these lowball offers from these companies, because you deserve to be able to make at least a little bit more than that. If a contract company is paying anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks to ride around and to simply take pictures on the outside of a home, you shouldn't be accepting no $7 and $6 and $8 stops. You just should not be. It's time to let that go. If this is what you are trying to eventually transition into doing full time now, if it's just some gig work to you, see, this is business for me and I handle it as such. But if this is just gig work for you and it's just some quick little money, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Then do what you do. But if you are trying to transition from something else to actually having that freedom of being able to do as you choose, you need to stop accepting those low ball offers. If you are working, once again, because I know somebody's gonna say it, if you are working for a company right now and they're not giving you enough to even be bothered with trying to create a route and all of the things that I've said beforehand, if that's the case, then you need to know that you need to get you some more companies. Okay, so now let's talk about certifications. All right. And don't nobody jump in the comment and says you don't have to have no certification. All right? Because that is not the type of certification I'm talking about. I'm talking about certifications so you can move up in higher ranks in field inspections, okay? You could be a roof inspector. Those ones that you see are actually up on the roofs. You could do that, okay? Of course, a lot of the commercial properties, not the ones that I'm doing, but the kind of commercial properties where the buildings are not even complete and they're in the process of building. They're under construction and everybody's out there, right? And there are machines everywhere and bricks hanging from the sky and all of these things, and everybody's wearing hard hats and walking around with clipboards. And it's not the certification that we were looking at. But you can get certification for those types of inspections, and then you are really, really in the money. So those are some of my tips to help you to hopefully maximize your time and your money while you're out here in this field. If you guys have any other tips that you would like to share, drop a comment in the comment section and let's talk about it. But in the meantime, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, because you know I'll be bringing you back something later. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.